up, guys? It is Christmas season. Woo! If you guys want to expand, find yourself a rocker.
Thank you for tuning in to The Driveway Daddy.
Are you smelling my butt? I want to give you a quick tip here. I want to use my teeth as a guide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press down on the end of my bucket, and we're going to watch for lines. You see those lines? We want them to continue. The moment we miss a line or don't... Hey guys, what's going on? In this episode today, we're going to be learning how to quote your job. Are you having trouble trying to figure out how to quote your jobs, or are you just getting into excavation and trying to figure out what you need to do to get started with quoting your jobs? Well, today we're going to go over that stuff. I want to help each and every one of you figure out how to quote your jobs and make the most money you can possibly. There's a few things that are very important about quoting your jobs. Number one is you never want to overquote and you never want to underquote. People who underquote a job are scared they aren't going to get any work or they aren't going to get the job. And usually that means that they aren't very confident in their work, because if they were, they would know what they were worth and they would charge the amount of which they're worth. Now, if you overquote a job, those types of people are scared of losing money, and they're scared that they're not going to get enough work, which in turn causes them to lose money in the future, and the guy that's in the middle is the one that's collecting all the work. So you see these companies that are multi-million-dollar companies, they started out most likely somewhere in the middle, or my sweet spot is I like to be right above the middle. And the reason why is each one of these pieces of equipment that I have here is paid off in full. I don't owe a single dollar on any of this equipment. And it's because I was always taught to pay cash for what you have. When I purchased my first Bobcat here, I believe I paid around $30,000 for it. And again, I bought it in cash. I did not know how to start this Bobcat. As a matter of fact, I had to have the owner load it for me. Now, if you guys are planning to go buy a machine, please do me a favor and have a mechanic look at it, or pay for a mechanic to go out there and check it out for you before you get yourself into one of these. Because there are areas that I did not check, or there's different areas that you may not know of. There's more things than just oil. You know, you have your hydraulic pump and everything else. So definitely, if you're going to go buy one, have somebody take a look at it. Now, as I was saying, I didn't know how to start this thing. So I started from complete scratch. I practiced on it for a few years, and then I got asked to do a job with it. Well, I did the job very cheap because I was not confident. I was scared. And I ended up finalizing the job, and I did a great job. The customer was very happy, and that was my first taste of getting paid with doing Bobcat work. And I really enjoy what I do. I love dirt work. I love dirt work. That being said, after I worked a few summers or three years with this, I started getting irritated with the heat, the amount of dust, open cab. So I purchased this Bobcat. Worked, and I've already paid it off. Now let's get back to the subject. How do you quote your job? Okay, the number one thing you want to do is look around your area and see and ask what other contractors are bidding their work at. Do you charge per hour, or do you charge for the job, or do you charge per piece? So you have to figure out what fits you best. For me, I don't like charging by the hour. And the reason why is you don't make as much money. Not only that, I'm not an employee. I'm a business owner. I don't want a customer sitting outside watching what I'm doing, critiquing when I take a break to eat my food. I'd rather work at my pace. So for me, charging by the job is better for me. Now, how much do you charge for the job? So what you're gonna do to figure out how much you charge for the job is find an hour amount that's pretty average in your area. If you're a beginner, maybe charge $10, $5 under what that's going for, because you're a beginner and you're wanting to learn. If you're pretty good at what you do, then charge what people are charging for. When you get really good, do not charge, in my opinion, $150 an hour. So the going rate around here is $150 an hour. Let's break this down. If a customer was to call in to rent a machine such as a Bobcat, around here it costs $1,400 without an operator to have it delivered and picked up to your house. So what you want to do is figure that in with your hourly rate that you came up with and figure out what best fits you. So I know that if I'm going to do a job, most people are charging $150 an hour. That's for a Bobcat with a bucket. I have a Bobcat with multiple attachments, and I know if I slap one of those on, I want to be in the $250, believe it or not, to $300 range. And some of you guys are going to say, like, that's crazy. But listen, I'm towing $150,000 to $200,000 worth of equipment over there, and I busted my butt to be able to buy all this stuff so I can do stuff for my customers. And the funny thing is I'm still getting work. I'm doing less work every single day, but getting paid what I should be getting paid to do the work that I'm doing, and I continue getting hired. So if you want to be the best, you got to do what the best don't do. Give a little bit extra to your customer when you're there. Let them know that you love what you do and that you want to help them out as fully as possible, and you treat their property like as if it was your own, and you don't want to leave till they are completely happy. Never leave a job unless you ask a customer, are you satisfied with the work? Do you really like the work? And if they say yes, perfect. Then get your money and get on. If they say no and they say, if they even hesitate, very quickly you say, what can I do to make this better for you? Or what do you see that you would like me to change? Sorry guys, I get off track. Hi London. Oh my gosh. I just got eye goop in my mouth along with having heart flutters at the same time. That was crazy. So, anyhow, you have to know I lost track of where I was. Okay, guys, I got to tell you something. I've been on camera for 4 or 5 years now, and it's still nerve-wracking to be on camera. So, as I was saying earlier, it's about $1,200 to $1,400 to get one of these. If a customer wants to rent one from Home Depot, they can go to Home Depot. They got to pay $500. They got to drive over there. They got to drive back, and it ends up being $700 plus their time because they charge for insurance and taxes and everything else. So, do me a favor. If you own a Bobcat, please do not go do a job for $300 at a customer's house, because what that's doing is messing it up for everybody else out there who has a Bobcat. The people who do work for that cheap are the type of people that are scared they aren't going to get work. You have to realize your worth. Now, if you're brand new, you're beginning out, or it's a neighbor right next door, or, it's a friend of yours, I get that. But if it's a customer calling in, remember, you have a bunch of equipment that costs a lot of money. When you take one of these in, which nobody ever talks about, the repair bills, if you aren't doing them yourself, are $3,000 to $5,000 almost every single time I take this to Bobcat. Are you smelling my butt? I just showered. Are you smelling my butt? What are you doing, mamas? She's 14 years old. We used to live in poverty together in a house with rats, and I promised them one day that we would be living an amazing life, and we are now. And unfortunately, she's deaf now, and she's going blind. She's 14 or 15 years old, but she still wags that little nub of hers, huh? Huh, mamas? She loves being outside. She can barely stand up. Her hips are giving out, as you can see. But so basically, we want to charge somewhere around $200 to $250 an hour. $300 may be a little bit high. This is a hard subject. Explaining to a customer why, you have to be careful with that. You can't say really, oh, the reason why I'm charging this much is because my truck's $100,000, my Bobcat's $100,000, my trailer's $20,000, I'm bringing 20. It's so hard for me not to say that when a customer's like, will you come pull a stump out for $50? Can you come over and grade my yard for $100? Because it's almost like, irritating. Like it's offensive when people ask you for those kind of prices. So anyhow, a good amount to make per day on a job would probably be an average of $1,500 to $2,500 for a basic job that's going to take you all day long. You have to decide what you want to charge, what your fuel cost, what your payments are, what your insurance is, what all of that stuff is, and what it works for you to bid the job. So that's some good information there. If you guys want to expand, find yourself a rockery near you. Get an account with them. Start selling rock. But I don't have a dump trailer. It doesn't matter. There's plenty of truck services there that will deliver the rock for you, and you charge the customers for what the trucks are doing. I do that. I can't tell you. This job today you guys are going to see, I did the same thing. I have an account with the rockery. I went out and measured. I used my app to figure out the dimensions and how much rock we needed. It's awesome. And the customer pays for the rock. You put a little bit on top for your time for setting everything up. You can't beat it. So with that being said, guys, we went over how much we should charge for your work. We've gone over a little bit about making extra money with having a rockery company. Next, we're gonna go ahead and show you a job that I just did, a driveway over 300 feet long, and we went ahead and installed some base rock. Something I want to teach you guys, you new guys, when you go to give a bid for a customer and they have dirt, do not put rock on top of dirt. Make sure you lay a base layer first, such as base rock or whatever's in your area, like a DG, because your customer is going to end up paying over and over every year to add new rock to their property, because the rock is going to sink in the mud, especially if they're driving over it all the time. So make sure you put your base, please. I can't tell you how many people in this area don't have base under their rock, and they call me like, Tony, I need another 10 tons. I'm like, listen, Bill, we got to fix your driveway, or you're just going to be replacing rock every year. So the ones that have done it, call me year after year saying, thank you so much. I haven't ordered rock in so long. Yes, you're not getting as much money, but you're taking care of the customer, and that's what matters. You take care of the customer, they're always going to come back to you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to this job. What's going on, YouTube? Good morning. We are going to be doing a driveway today. We're going to be leveling this out, filling this all in, and taking out a hump at the bottom. Of course, cameras, you can't really see the height of the humps, but we're on it right now. And I really need my laser right now.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
All right, y'all. It's looking pretty good. You can be on this stuff for hours trying to get it perfect, but once you start laying if you get it pretty close, once you start laying the DG or base rock, whatever you're going to be using, it should go pretty good. Now look at this, guys. Clay. Breaking this ground up is no joke. So I don't know where the best place, do you hear it sounds like a rock? I don't know where the best place to put you guys is, because I'm working all over the place. But I'm gonna try and move y'all to the top, and I'm gonna try and just get a good grade going now. But it's looking pretty good. Been on it for a couple hours.
finding life along the way, melody us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Go, drive forward.
Hey, we're getting down over here. If you guys
go,
can
go,
do me
go.
a favor, don't forget to like and
Faster,
subscribe and
faster.
hit that bell button. Keep watching.
Go, keep going. Go. So, that was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press down on the end of my bucket and we're going to watch for lines. You see those lines? We want them to continue. The moment we miss a line or don't see a line, it means that you have a low spot and you need to come back and fill it in with dirt. Look at that. Perfect line configurement. That means that my grade that I get right there, okay, look, we just, see how there's only 3 right there? This is a low spot. So what you do is you grab a little dirt, you fill it in, and then you go back over it. It's a really cool tip you guys can use when grading to have a really good idea if you are close to level or not. But this customer wants this water to flow all the way down. You don't want water getting stuck in low spots. So that's why we do that. Look at that. Look at, there's one more little spot right there. Look at, you see that, guys? 1, 2, 3, and then you see that low spot right there. Now that's super, that's really like detailed. And Okay, so if you have a low spot and you notice that there's some high spot in front of it or some dirt you can steal from, what you can do is make sure you drop your mass all the way down and tilt your teeth forward. If you tilt them like this completely forward, the back of the bucket's off the ground. If you tilt them down and just like a hair off the ground, this will actually drag dirt back into your low spot. And you'll notice that it's gonna make the ground fluffy. You see that fluff? It's not compacting it. It's because it's dragging whatever your product is backwards. And that's a good way to fill in little small spots that are off. And really, if you guys want to grade like a champ, this is how you do it, guys. This is the good stuff. This is the secrets that the pros don't tell you.
All right, guys, I'm going to do a walkthrough of what I'm doing here. So what I'm doing is I drop the bucket load. Now I'm coming back and I'm using the back of my bucket to drag base rock back. So I'm lifting the front of my teeth up. I'm going in front of the load, lifting my teeth up and dragging it back to even it out. As you can see, all the spots will even up and I'm not pressing into the ground with my teeth, and that's how it looks beautiful and fluffy. It's almost like washing a carpet. Dirt work is really an art. I hope you guys are learning something from this video. Let's keep watching.
What a beautiful project this was, guys. You can't tell in this video, but we cut down this hill. It looks really good. I like it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love what I do, and I hope you guys do too. We'll see you later.